everybody, welcome to I Espy with my Shamanic eye. Gabrielle here. Start with some love, some joy, some celebration, some OMG, because and always grounded in the truth. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and guides. Thank you, archangels. Y'all know y'all perpetual posts. Let's go. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Mother. Protect me, my channel, and all our workings as we open ourselves up to be a channel of light and love through Divine Collective. Allow these messages to be truthful, accurate, and concise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really want high vibrational energies here right now. Truly. Truly, truly, truly. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I rebuke the devil and all his minions. Archangel Michael, Jesus, you already know. Go on and wrap that bull up. Thank you. There's a growing friendship, camaraderie that you have attained, like a hidden spiritual helper, like a past life guide who has arrived to help you in the spiritual warfare. They're there to go before you and clear the path, so to speak. Right, look at this. See Archangel Michael right there in the middle? Look, look. Leah, laugh it up now. Your time is done. Already, so I said I rebuke that bull. Archangel Gabriel, sound your horn, topple the efforts of the devil and all his minions. Yeah, like I said, there's angelic support here because the spiritual warfare has gotten really intense. They're making sure that you get back at the end of your astral journeys each evening, because you've been kicking ass and taking numbers. Someone is also, like, there's energies that are being directed at you to try to disrupt, cause imbalances to your peace, your health, your harmony, all of those things. You got somebody feeling some type of way. When I was cutting through, I saw the King of Cups and the and the Seven of Cups. Yeah. For some of you, this is a return of a guy that you had in childhood. Oh, wow. Shit. That made me nervous. Okay. You put those down for now. I also see here that there is someone who is attempting to bridge a gap between the two of you. I feel like you're fighting this with everything you got, though. It's like someone's trying to, like, bombard your higher self. And mainly this happens when you're at rest. Interesting. Okay. Someone feels like they have nothing without you and they're wigging out. This energy, yeah, they're traveling to you spiritually speaking to, like, they try to reestablish this good chemistry energy. But you, when I say you've leveled up, you don't want to engage with this person anymore. Like, it's over. They blew it. Like, they blew it. Look. Somebody has demonic attachment. You've seen it. You've definitely seen it. Ugh. This is a very immature energy. All they want is a physical exchange. You don't care. I just saw the eye roll card. Ain't shit. Like, you, this person has nothing to offer you, and you know it. You're better off where you are, doing what you're doing, and they're extra triggered. Look, because they don't have anything without you, so they keep trying to find you, and they can't find you. See, look, they could even be trying to come to you, and again, the astral realm, to, like, try to connect themselves to your energy. Like if you're having sexual dreams or that of that nature, I feel like you rejected it with moving on. Like, you, again, you've elevated. You look beyond the surface, like you saw what it really is. Interesting. Especially if you've been tossing and turning. Look, your shine, your light exposed this thing and their demonic attachment. Somebody's mask slipped when they were inebriated. Yeah, it did. Alright. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles here. I'm looking you up. Somebody's trying to study. They're trying to figure out something tangible that they can use. Or they could be trying to figure out your literal location. Two of Cups. Right, because you kept coming up Bossby, right? Bossby. Right. So that's your counterpart, right? I keep saying, like, you only conjure, you only manifest, you only attract your actual match. Not my fault if you don't know who you are or how you show up in life or what your spiritual signature is. That's for you to figure out. But like attracts like. Five of Wands. Look, threatening, intimidating, bothered. Exactly. Because you are fighting the good fight. Right. And this person could be trying to show up in your energy to scare someone off. It's a very immature person. Very, very immature. This person feels like you hurt their ego in some capacity, but moving on. Six of Cups. Look. Played out. I turned it in my hand. They don't want you to see them as played out. Temperance. Look. I told you, like they're trying to like cause you dis-ease. Like they don't want you balanced and stable and, you know, equal killed. Like they want to take this from you, bruh. High priestess, but I feel like you already know that. Look, and this person could be hiding as a fan in your collective. This is somebody who big ups you a lot, blows smoke at you, so to speak. You know, oh my gosh, you know, like it's BS. Six of Swords. Look, legal issues. Two of Pentacles. Love triangle. Wow. Four of Swords. Ghosted. Wow. Like literally. Somebody could be running away, right? Trying to escape something they've gotten themselves entangled with that is highly illegal. This could even be polygamy for some. And then they ran out. Not to mention, I'm getting a couple different things. Some sort of plot or scheme was uncovered. Maybe something that was supposed to turn you collective into a ghost. Something that they were conspiring with a third party that you were unaware of. Right. You figure something was off, right? But look, offer and stalker, photo proof. Look, you dodged a major bullet. Whatever it was that set you off, your spidey senses. Look, Queen of Swords is sitting right here, discernment. Look, look, look at that. Told you it was given polygamy. Look, didn't I tell you hurt somebody's ego? You didn't take the offer. Whatever this was that was supposed to tempt you, you didn't fall for it. And I feel like somebody was really, look, trying to convince you who they were, like you were slow, that you wouldn't see the illusion, right? That they were going to somehow be able to talk real fast and Jedi mind trick you into some shit, right? And you would move forward with them thinking they were your counterpart, right? But surprise, look, you had your own plan, God's plan. Look at this. Oh yeah. You want, oh, look, 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 look. See? People be thinking you slow. I don't understand that. Why? Because you're not like that energy, because you're not allowing what you know, what you're discerning to escape you. Because look, you're not one of those, you're not clout hungry. You don't say anything and everything. You know what I mean? Wow. And beg and plead your sympathy. They thought they were being successful. Look, too busy winning. They thought that they somehow, right, had seen enough, learned enough, watched enough, right, that you wouldn't see that they're a real spiritual hater, that they were wearing your energy, right, pretending to be something that they weren't. Look, that it was just some makeup, right, that you was just going to fall for it like they was really a boss daddy. No, thank you. Look at that. Haunted, chasing, travel, last chance. You did a disappearing act on somebody, and they mad because grudge holder keeps sticking out. Look, you was like, ain't shit, move on. And I feel like they tried to say that about you, but you saw through their fake ass smiles. You was like, okay, I'm done with this. Time to move on. This ain't going nowhere. They mad. Oh, they so mad, but they in your comment section. They absolutely in your comment section. Sometimes they come in from one account and it's like peace, love, light, what's up, my queen, all that shit. And then other times they come in as an absolute hater, talking on some fire and brimstone and da 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 da. Like this person got a real personality issue. See, player. And I feel like you've blocked this person over and over again because you know the game. But they just keep popping up. Because they want you to show them some attention, clout hungry, idle. They want you to feel some kind of way. Look, they ain't never got over you, tripping on you, romantic love affair. They ain't never. Look, they mad because they couldn't get you in with this dirty ass offer. You were like, yeah, no, look, now they crying. Now they having nightmares and shit. They be trying to affect your dreams and shit. And look, you be like, no, thank you. I don't want it. Even in the dream state, you'd be like, I don't get down like that. I don't get down like that. You a demon. And only in the Mayfair Witches do they entertain sex with ghosts. In real life, that shit don't go down like that. Right. This person's trying to figure out anything they can with dirt digging and kissing ass, how they can get back into your energy. But I'm gonna tell you right now, whether this is legal trouble or spiritual trouble, it makes me feel like it's spiritual trouble. Yeah. This person's trying to run away from it. Trying to cloak themselves in somebody else's energy. And Archangel Michael is on that ass. This is like one of those body hopping demons, by the way. Look. That's just not my problem. Right. See, they were looking you up, but they can't find anything. So they keep trying to tell themselves shit that they think is going to work. But whatever they try, it doesn't. Where did dirt digging just go? There you go. Didn't work. Look. And they just get more and more and more obsessed. Because they are convinced they can just make you do what they want. And you're like, I'm just so tired of this. Right. Because that's true. They be waiting till the cows come home. They thought you was really slow. Well, that's cute. All right. All right, so let's see what's brewing for this situation and this pathetic excuse for an individual. They just can't believe you checked them. Like they refusing to just no. They just believe they can make something happen, Captain. And you like, no. And they like, hey, I just wanna talk to you. You're being cautious about that. Because anything you say, it will be used against you. Okay? Yeah. And for some of you, this person tried to say that you are the reason for some issues they're having in their health, and that's not the case. This is the thing here. Look, Five of Wands, High Priestess, Four of Swords. When you engage in this sort of energetic exchange and things like that, and you conjuring up stuff, there's a big chance that not only are you people dirty to begin with, because you engage in such activities, mean on a physical level, you are, right? You're contaminated in some capacity. And then the other side, you're chock full of demons. And so whether it's a physical disease or a spiritual disease, that's y'all. Because the collective, look, you did the right thing. You stood your ground. You was like, no. Because whatever they were expecting to be able to do, you destroyed it, right? Because look, sick, and then look, sexual protection. So you protected your physical body and you protected your spiritual body. And because they were unsuccessful, right? Look, they could have learned these practices from like their family and things of that nature. Focusing on your children, right? Coming in after you. So their parents or their parent could be involved in these activities because, if you learn it at home, right? And, you done taught somebody they were special and they're not. And really all you taught them was how to be a sleep around, a promiscuous person, right? Look, riding it out, family time. So it's a family affair, these spiritual attacks. Look. You have to do nothing. Archangel Michael is right here. This person could also be a Sag. Yeah. Fake apology, manipulation. I told you, anything, any exchange is nothing more than an info grab. Something they think they can use in order to manipulate, control, congeal, something like that. It's nothing more than for them a brainstorming exercise. This person's nasty. You've been sitting somewhere like, no, that was a bad choice. You're reflecting, like, don't want no parts of it. Meanwhile, look, because you were aligned with the universe or trying to be, this person thought and their family thought it would be a great idea to try to spiritually attack you. Right. But they had some fantasy in their mind, right, that you was going to be needing protection and they was going to be able to dope you up, knock you up, and you was like, game over. And the whole fucking plan fell apart. Look, you thought it was a game. And look, you don't travel for anything less than business and pleasure, so you always on assignment. Meanwhile, these people are putting on a show, thinking you didn't peep the depth of the private relationship, the sickness of it. Look, salt or sugar, running away. Yeah, y'all, yeah, you know you messed up. You and your demon. Yeah, go ahead. What do you want to know? Now somebody in some dark ass depression because whatever that creature is, that entity, that demon is eating their ass alive. Here I am, rock me like a hurricane. Oh, did somebody get hit with a hurricane? Good morning, Enid. You defended yourself successfully against this tantric sex spiritual attack. Guys, as a love story was nothing more than an energy harvester. Good thing your feelings wasn't involved. Copycat. They've done this before. They thought they were going to be able to do it again. Not you. Funny. Oh, yeah. Look, because that's exactly, I told you it was spiritual warfare. Look. Let's do this. Yeah, somebody really sick. I mean that. Good thing you stood your ground. Because this person's intention was definitely to make you ill. Look, you didn't ignore the cautions. Good job. Oh, they mad because the game ended before it even started. Look. Now somebody want to know if you're in a relationship with somebody. The demon within is starting to reveal itself, is what I'm getting. That's what it feels like. It's like whatever's been feeding on this person, because they haven't been able to dupe you and you're not falling for, the projection, the show. It's got to come see for itself. Because that's exactly what's been protecting this thing. Look, you fighting for you. You love you, right? It was a bad choice to come for you because they didn't think you was going to be able to whoop that ass like that. Spartans! Look. Wahoo! All right, thank you. What's your question, though? Yeah. Now look, now they looking at you like they need to stay safe from you. These sort of like parasitic moth type energies, right? You severed the cord. Whatever that contract was, you broke that shit. Oh yeah. And it's going to start to show. It's going to start to manifest that has actually been severed. the tactics, the antics, right? Even the suppression, not to mention the rage in somebody. So you might need to keep your distance from folks, okay? Even more so than what you're doing. Because this thing is really fucking mad, by the way. Because it's not human, it's a demon. It is angry. It is absolutely angry. And so this is why Archangel Michael is here. Not even joking. Not even joking. Yeah. This could fake friend. Fake friend alert. Family, look. Fake friends, fake family. Mm. The one from the 11th? Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Because I was like, okay, thank you. Because I was like, wait. Because I'm like, that's how we normally. Okay, good. All right, I'll check that later. Perfect. Thank you. Because I'm like, what? Yo, for real, for real? Ooh, mm-mm. Yeah, that's why his spiritual guard is on extra right now. Somebody about to really change up their tactics. How so? Look at listen. Anger management, setting the record straight, hater. It's a broken record. I feel like it's a pattern. It loops. Oh, excuse me. But this person, they need energy from you. So they don't care how they get it at this point. So keep your cool, okay? Really, keep your cool. Because it's like the only way they want, look, I know you want to put somebody in a place. I know you do. I know you do. Lord, look, because I know you're tired of the drama, but you got to maintain these cool, chill vibes, okay? Just ride this shit out because your angels got it, okay? They going to realize exactly how protected, how spoiled you are, and they finna fuck up. They finna know how bad they fucked up because you think it's a game right up until it's not. Because the angels are saying, you want rah-rah? They got you. You ain't got to do nothing, okay? This is definitely a roaming, lustful spirit. Ugh. As I say that, a roaming, lustful spirit. So yeah, keep your prayers up. Look, somebody fully manipulated. A puppet to this entity. And look, really, life is like they're coming unhinged, like apart, defragmented. Look, worst nightmare. Envy. Because you're something they want and they cannot have. Oh. Whatever you're saying, whatever you're doing, you're about to get proof that it's working, by the way. That the cord cutting, that the severing of these attachments, that it has happened. You're going to get your proof. I cannot stress that enough. There is something horrific for somebody coming. I keep seeing it with the what's brewing. And I'm gonna tell you like this. This is involving someone's children. You need to check in on them, okay? I don't know what age range this could be, but they are outside and they should not be. They are engaging in activities they should not be. I'm talking about drinking, fucking, drugging, and a whole shebang. And they're having unprotected sex. You need to check in on them. If you know you got a wild child or a wild sister, something like that, you need to check in on them, okay? Period. Period. It is, ooh, because there's a collision course. Now, this could be a backfire. You understand? When you mess with people and you throw shit at them and it ricochet, it ain't gonna hit you. It'll hit those you love. Because clearly you don't give a shit about yourself. Or you wouldn't be doing such things. But it's gonna hit somebody's kid, and that's terrible. It's already happening. Yeah, I done peeked. Yeah, you know. Alright. They could be a very young adult, could be a water sign. I just saw the Knight of Cups. But they outside. And they shouldn't be. Not acting the way they do. Look at me. Look. Okay? They done got... Oh, fuck. Sorry. Look. Protect your child. This is why. See? They're being controlled and manipulated, and you know it. This devil can see their light. Somebody's pregnant, and they're pregnant by a devil. This person's going to ask them to have an abortion. I'm not even joking. I don't think this child is legal, by the way. I'm not getting that at all, as a matter of fact. I'm getting they might look grown for their age. And there's a predator around. See? I feel like this is really who they are, a Page of Cups. Page of Wands. Like, this is a young person. And this is a grown-ass, disgusting-ass man. Where the fucking king of... There you go. This could be someone who's trying to put your child out on a strip somewhere. Because this is making me feel like they are being exploited. That's the word, exploited. This person engages in weirdo shit, and they use the energies and essence of aborted children to make all... Step in, because it's not legal. Double scales. This is not legal. You can intervene, protect yourself, and get this asshole wrapped up. Because they're being controlled. This King of Pentacles could very well be a Capricorn, but they are being controlled. This person's mind is soft, and they're being manipulated. Look at this shit. Surprise, Tower. They're not supposed to be together. It's not fucking legal. And he's using her. Oh my God, yo. She's sneaking around. She's not dating who she says she's dating. It's a grown-ass man. Ask her to bring him to the house. Throw a party. Have her bring him to the house. You know what I mean? A little social environment. You'll see. You'll see. This person's trying to tie... Oh, look. This relation, it needs to end ASAP. And if you need to get the people involved, get the people involved. Because it's not legal. It's not legal. This could be grooming, or this is full-fledged. But they're doing something. Whether this man has, touched this child or not yet, they're already engaging in promiscuous activities. They're drinking, they're drugging. Man. I gotta find out. I gotta find out what region this young person is in real quick. Holy Spirit, where is this child? Where is this young person? Let's help the collective figure out who this is by location. Where's this young person? Thank you. Who's in dire need of an intervention? Show me. Tighten up. Show me. I know they're in California. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Hold on. This is an endangered child. Like, straight up. Straight up. Oh, my God, yo. I feel such a sense of urgency. I can't even explain it. Let's see if it's Southern California. Where? Come on, stomach. Knock it off. Shit. Los Angeles surrounding area. Okay. Central Los Angeles. Okay. Here we go. Where? Where? Point? Which neighborhood? They're circling Paramount. I don't know enough about LA, period. I've never been. So Paramount, Bellflower, Lakewood, those three neighborhoods is where this young person likes to traverse. Even down to Long Beach. Now, it's oscillating the pendulum between Lakewood Boulevard. So I don't know if that's like a strip or something. So, all right, if you know a young person in that area, and I feel like they on the strip, y'all. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I just want to know. Shit. I pray to God it's not the one from, man. Gotta be careful what you pull out, cause y'all be on it, man. Shit ain't for y'all. Is this the child from the internet? Okay. Not saying that would be any better or worse. Do they travel in that same circle? Ooh. They do. Y'all, Y'all, protect the children. Don't let them get trafficked. Please. Please. Because what I was inquiring about is that the child Nova, right? That's not her real name, but she was on the soft white underbelly stuff, right? Apparently, it is much more common than I could comprehend for young people to find themselves in those situations for whatever reason. Y'all, if you out in that region and you do any sort of advocacy, please, 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 look. Because these older men is what I'm getting. It's like a pimp. Be looking for these people in these situations who look good, who you need a little assistance, who are dealing with struggles and hard times, and they come up like they a fucking friend, Page of Cups, but this is really what it's hitting for. This is grooming. This person's father could be looking for them. This person could be involved in this shit because of their very own mother. Look, Hangman, Knight of Cups, Seven of Wands, there's a Devil, there's Judgment, there's the Empress, Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. This could be the child of someone in the spotlight, by the way, with the Empress, Six of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles. This person could have offered their child. This is, oh my God. Because, oh man. This person is pleading right now, looking for their child. There's some sort of like online post. I don't know if this is an Amber Alert or I only learned recently that there's this thing called an Ebony Alert in California. I don't know. It is the Queen of Wands, so it makes me feel like this is a person of color. A little black child. I told y'all before, this feels like the light. They can see that light. Somebody's lying. This mother is probably lying about her knowing the whereabouts. She's putting on a really good show. Like she's Mother of the Year. She's not. This could be in the news. This is making me feel like this is going to be a big criminal thing. Because I just saw the Nine of Pentacles. You allowed this young person to go somewhere on their own, and you know their father wouldn't have approved, and that was a setup unto itself. Five of fucking Swords, Six of Swords, right. I don't, oh my God, I want out. That's going to really make me angry. It's going to really make me angry. Oh my God, yeah. The Queen of Wands energy is in the Five of Pentacles. So they're somewhere strung out, somewhere they shouldn't be, and not in a right state of mind. They could be begging, asking for help. They keep exchanging. Oh my God, man. The mother and her new lover. That's what I'm getting. Anyway. Let's clear that energy. I don't want to assume this goes with that. So Six of Wands, Empress. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, ma'am. Look. Why is the Four of Wands juxtaposed like that? Like, that's interesting. Oh, wait, there's one hiding. Huh. Uh-huh. This is what I feel. Confusion. Like what? I don't think that's natural. I was getting ready to say the world is your oyster, babe. Look at this. That's 3 aces right there. I want you to know victory is ensured at this point. You've crossed the obstacle course. You've overcome the war. You've won the battle. And you've grown through it is what I'm getting also. You've expanded. You've taken everything as a type of lesson, blessing, rolling with the punches. You know, you got comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know, like, okay, periods of instability. It is what it is. Right. But there's this deep intrinsic knowing, Ace of Swords, High Priestess, right? That all of it is orchestrated for your healing. Like someone wanted you to feel this way, 8 of Swords, but this is an illusion, right? They didn't want you to be here on that level of seeing the bigger picture. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree with that. Right, but somebody wants to, they're watching to see if the mental cage they try to put you in, doubt, victim, I need help, negative thoughts, pessimism, all that dumb shit. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? No, no, it didn't. Because somebody understands what abundance really is, what it is to embody the Empress energy. Don't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. It is. It's an ism. It is. It's an absolute. They didn't think you actually was going to level up. And look, they thought you was bad when you was in the Empress energy. You done fucked around and elevated to the Emperor. Absolutely. Look, you were persevering no matter what, leapfrogging their antics. Every time they attacked you, look, ribbit, lily pad to lily pad. Look, Queen of Swords, 8 of Wands, Knight of Swords. See? Questioning things, seeking a higher power, talking to the divine, praying to the divine, utilizing that energy for your healing. Instead of being freaked out and stressed out and worried and giving in to the creatures that roam the night, the ones who think they make no sound as they hunt and stalk and provoke you, justice. That's the beauty of the will and the understanding of cosmic forces and the energy, man. No one stays on top forever. It's just a natural progress. So if you know that, and I mean really fucking know that, that's why the High Priestess energy is beautiful, because you get to see what is unseen. You get to know what is unknowable. So how the hell can you actually like try to confuddle or bewitch someone's mind when they're already in possession of the knowledge of the universe? So any attempts to get someone to make a poor choice, knowing that all of their steps are guided by the divine, they are a vessel of the divine, that all things work out the way they are supposed to. Patience and planning is always necessary. They weren't able to crack you. You stood your ground. You didn't give a shit about what somebody else was trying to navigate and railroad you into what success looks like, what abundance looks like. None of that. What prosperity looks like. No, you held your ground, and good thing you did. Because it was, look, because you saw right fucking through it. You know you the vessel. You are the embodiment. What? You can manifest whatever you want. Your happiness comes from the divine. Five of Wands. This is what they were doing. Do it my way. But no, shit always works out for you. It may take a little bit longer. Don't matter. It's always. You do just fine for you. Right. Deceptive motherfuckers. Look at this shit. Seven of Swords. Trying to trick you out your spot. Fucking child's play. Like you was going to refuse to see, like, oh, you don't see that. You don't see your new opportunities. You don't see the power and the protection that you got. No, believe her lie. You's an asshole. If you even thought that was possible, something wrong. Something really wrong. You need therapy. That's all I got. Like, you need therapy. Like, if you really thought that shit was, like, going to work or possible, when someone has always been in a position, like, look, Judgment, Six of Pentacles. It always balances out. You get what you put out. So all illusions are broken through by effort. It's fucking child's play. Look at this. You might really thought they was like going to control your abundance, control your Midas touch energy. You's a whole clown. Look. Temperance, Three of Wands, Death to the Ace of Pentacles. It's very difficult to look. Now all four aces are out here. Look at that. Had to come. That's why I said you're the vessel. You're the chosen one, like the real deal. You don't actually care about the titles. It just isn't absolute. It is what it is. And they keep waiting on your ships to come in to try to cause some sort of ending, but it doesn't matter. It rebirths. When winter rolls in and everything goes to sleep and everything's all dormant, do you think that's the end of the activity? No. Do you know under snow, grass is still very green? Do you know under snow, it's insulating that coldness, providing the perfect blanket, the perfect insulation for new seeds to grow? You think you freezing somebody, but you're nothing more than creating the circumstances for their prosperity. Instead of the seeds becoming waterlogged and rotting, the snow allows for a subtle, constant hydration. Conditions that would really ruin another, make another thrive. That's incredible. But here's the thing, again, it's the individual. It's the person. It's them, their connection to the divine. There's nothing you can do but be a parasite. It's strengthening someone's faith. It's not poking at it. They cling tighter. And your illusions fail every time. What a pity. Such a waste of time and effort. You're the only one who needs to learn this lesson. Father, what you got planned for these haters? Nail slump. They're going to get aired out and exposed. Okay. Look. Family time. Boom. They're going to have to go back to their little coven, their little group, their little cult. Because family time is anything, right? Could be anybody. Anybody you consider people that you cultivate, you break bread with, you do your little demonic shit with, even if you go to the church and worship. That's family, okay? Right. They got to tell them that you're not going to be able to accomplish your bullshit mission. Envy and betrayal. So if they made a promise that they was going to be able to get what it is they was eyeing, they was going to be able to set somebody up, double cross them, backstab them, betray. Nope, not going to happen. And they played themselves trying to suppress you. Good job. Look at that. That they were never able to make you insecure. Look at that. Now that's interesting because I asked what was going to happen to them, right? And then look, sexual protection comes out, but then I cut the deck to pregnancy test. So somebody could be trying to use all the prophylactics, or somebody could have even thought they was fixed. And they're going to fuck around and find that they pregnant. Look, they ain't trying to hear it. Oh, okay. Oh, situation's about to explode. Look at that. Calamity. Look, they said you're going to be with your popcorn. Wait, I just had it. It's okay. Oh, there we go. Look. Watching shit go down. Because it's going to get back to you, collective. Rumor has it. Look. Man. And if somebody said that they was going to get you knocked up, collective, nah. Or even be able to attach something weird to you, nah. You wasn't. Because look, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, look at that. Look, Ace of Swords. Look how you touching the Ace of Swords. So all the tactics didn't work because you were focused. This makes me feel like you had the whole armor of God on, baby. The whole armor of God. And so the methods in which they would normally get to people, you know, being able to just, you know, bibble, bazzle, fizzle, whizzle, right? They was expecting you to be promiscuous, collective. Nah, look. They thought all they had to do was, you know, romanticize, and, you know, next thing they know, they be in them draws, and you was like, I've actually healed and fixed all the things that were broken in me, all filled in all the pieces. Right. Yeah. They had no idea you were so spiritually strong. Like Seven of Wands. Like you got to a level and you willing to defend where you at in life. So all their little harebrained schemes fell apart. And whatever sick spiritual contract that they entered into trying to lure you, come to me, come to me. Right. Somebody's sick. In the head, because brainstorming, somebody's sick in the head. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's get this up. Woo! They done made you level up, collective. As I say that, look, it done made you level up. That ascension ain't no joke. All right, let's do another round. Wait, oh, my music is up. Yes, I'm listening. What's wrong with y'all? Oh, y'all was telling me who was coming on next. That's funny, too. Thank you. Ooh. Ooh. That's dope. They are working together. Y'all, I'm about to change the whole tempo of this energy because I got it the moment I saw those two cards. If y'all been working with Orishas, you would be very, very surprised. Oh, God, yes. They see you. Yeah, they do. And they are gathering to ensure your victory. Oh, yeah. This has been a progression. It has. It has. Wow. Wow. That's intense. You've had at least, I'm gonna go ahead and say at least 9 different Orishas come to you. Mm-hmm. They're making sure shit get moving. Yeah. Even some trickster energy. Yeah. Because there's the fool, but then I just saw the devil. You know, that's real trickster energy. They've been making their rounds. Oh, there is so much pressure on my third eye. Wow. Hold on one second, y'all. Oh. Ay, 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 ay. Mm, mm, mm. They like working with you. Like, for real. I really feel like we got the new moon coming with the solar eclipse. Don't be surprised if you have some serious apparitions, if you start to see these energies, these spirits, like pop up in your reality. If you know, you know. That's all I got for that. I'm not, If you know, you know. Oh, yeah. It's weird because I just saw check yourself like in the middle and keeping a promise. The way, man, it's the ascension. It's like you've reached a level. That's so interesting. They're taking action on those people who have tried to use their energy to betray and or attack a divine feminine energy. You know, when I use terms like children of the sun, I'm not being funny when that is a very particular region of the world. That moniker does not belong to everyone. And it doesn't matter if it was this lifetime or another, but I feel very strongly like you still have physical genetic connections. Yeah, man, they ain't playing. That's really interesting. All right, there's a y'all funny. Y'all so funny. They about to really put on a show for you. You gonna see them. Like you gonna see them. I'm kind of like, oh my. I don't even want to start rattling them off because I don't think that's for everybody. But boy, you gonna see them. Ooh. Okay. What's brewing? I'm telling you, they gonna put on a show. You should. I keep telling y'all, you might want to like pause and ask for permission and get some clearance because you can't check everybody because you jealous and you done bugged them about one of their own who was handpicked since they was in the womb, given multiple blessings. And you done, I feel like somebody been rattling the spiritual cages and they was trying to be patient with y'all, you know, especially this Yemaya energy. Like they were hearing you out, but you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. So now, whoever your head is, whoever's crowned you, you little antagonist, they're going to school you. Because for real, your petition was fucking wrong. And you know it. Somebody made you feel insecure? Really? Mm-hmm. And so you thought you was going to petition your head Orisha to do some shit to someone who they love? Who one of theirs? They're about to show you it's a really bad choice. That it was always a bad choice. That this person is going to be protected, has always been protected. And they are more than willing to fight for who and what they love, even you, daughter or son thereof. And this energy, nah. They're gonna have some fun with you. Because whoever you are, you're not actually prepared to see these beings. They're gonna scare the shit out of you. They really are going to start popping out and popping up. God help you. It don't matter where you go, whatever hotel, it don't matter. It don't matter. They got you. The salt, well, you thought it was sweet, huh? Couldn't tell, huh? You ain't know you just put more salt in the wound, but you thought it was the other person's wound that you were attacking? Surprise. They sweet on them. It's about to hurt. It's about to really, really hurt. Wow. Like, man, some people you can't check. Yo, you're done. I don't care how much money you pay for these initiations or nothing. It don't matter. Because whoever you attack is highly favored, and you about to find out exactly how bad you messed up and how far you put yourself in the middle of something and you ignored every warning and kept doing it, kept working at it, kept working at it, kept working at it, kept doing these petitions, not understanding why it wasn't happening. They don't know. Here's the thing. They don't care about your offerings, your apologies, none of that. They don't care. They don't care. You violated spiritual law, in their opinion. Wow. Okay. Well, you know, God help you. Because the beings in which you pray to, that you like to work with, are not on your side. Be real. I feel like you got tricked. I really feel like you got tricked. Oh, I just saw the Knight of Cups. I should have pulled them out. But this karmic soulmate coming towards somebody. Oh, God. And they're obsessed with money and status and influence and looking good. Pretty much somebody got a real shallow, superficial person coming towards them. Be mindful. Yeah. This person, they're only coming towards you. They're going to wait whatever time they need to because their plan is to take take 10 swords and put them in your back. Yeah, it's a money grab. This person engages in spell work unbeknownst to you. I feel like they look good, though. They look good. They look successful. They're not. Whoever this person is, they lie about everything. Everything. They're going into the connection looking to break your heart. Yeah. It's a shakedown. Yeah. Yeah, this devil is coming towards you to ask you out on a date, holiday, vacation, something like that. Ace of Swords just flashed. So yeah, they gonna look, trust the energy. Don't go for the outside. Trust the energy. I saw the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands simultaneously. They're nothing. They got a sob story. They're, yeah, they got a sob story. Don't do it. There's a whole secret thing they've been chatting about. Look, oh, they gonna hit the jackpot. Look, they gonna rob you blind if they get a chance. This is a manipulator, and I feel like they might even have a record about it. This little con artist energy, this little devilish energy. Yeah, I feel like their lies have already been exposed. Their actions have already been exposed. It's given T-at or something like that. Catfish Social or something like that. Go look. Go look. Go look. Somebody has already reported this person, this fucking jigaboo, to, I don't know if it's to the authorities, but somebody has already ran tape and, say, hey, if you see this individual, you should be aware. Yeah. They very well could be a Scorpio. This could even be somebody who likes to do the little life insurance shit. You know, hook up real fast, marry real fast, and abandon. After some, yeah, Four of Swords. After somebody get laid to rest, collect the insurance and run. Yeah, I feel like this person is already under not just spiritual surveillance, but like 3D surveillance. Yeah, because this person is a thief, a con artist, a charlatan, a confidence man. They like to prey on single mothers also, I'm seeing. If somebody tells you need to stay away from this person, you should listen to them. They may be too embarrassed to tell you why, but they telling the truth. The whole truth. It's definitely giving Scorpio vibes. They wait till they collect. Do a little bit of grief. They wait the appropriate amount of time. They go through some sort of like spiritual awakening-ish. And, you know, all of a sudden they want to reconnect to their family, their friends, and shit like that. And they disappear. Off looking for their next target, their next victim. Yeah, man. But this is definitely somebody who does the insurance shit. I don't know if they have a medical background, because I would think at this point it would be suspicious. How many insurance agencies can there be? My God. Before someone goes, haven't we seen that name before? Oof. Listen, I am open for personal readings. I'm not going to pull that energy out. But if you need a career or a financial reading, you should email me. Look at this. Ma'am, look at you go. Divine Feminine, you're doing a great job, by the way, of keeping yourself out of your shadow. You are right where you should be. You are in total control. And as long as you may, it's so funny because it's like the devil is under your authority. I'm looking at this circle here. You got strength. You got the chains binding this beast. And then you see her holding, you know, it's the Venus sign, but it's a golden hoop. You got this devil bound and you've got the key, quite literally. I also see a period of prosperity beginning for you, but I think any sort of the delay is not the right word, but any progress that you might have felt should have been much more exponential was metered in its growth because of you needing to gain control over certain aspects of your own shadow before this, you know, opulence comes through. Right. You had to gain control. I never once noticed till this very second that in this card, there's actually the planet Venus right there. Right there. But see the little shadow? You had to get that under control. You did. You really, really did. And I also feel like you had to learn to appreciate not just the financial aspects of abundance, but the emotional aspects of it. Because you might have been rejecting the emotional side. Like, for real, for real. For real, for real. And I get it. Because you've been double crossed by some rat-like individuals in your environment. And so now the divine is like, hey, I got this Ace of Cups for you. Just trust me. Come on. Come on. You know you want it. Come on. Because you see the 3 cups down there. They ain't even trying to look at them, John. Look at that little rat. Like, man, if I look over there, I'm going to smash it. And so, look. Divine's like, I got you. Come this way. 3 new cups, right? People who aren't... Because here's the thing about rats. Rats can smell sickness. I don't know if you understand why we use them so much in medicine and lab research, inhumane or not. It is what it is. There are certain commonalities in the responses are better than other creatures we could use. They're more trackable. There are certain parallels in the genome that are much more adaptable to the human genome, right? Moving on. That being said, rats also can sense disease and sickness. And so they only mate, they only go for the best. Doesn't mean they themselves are not sick. Just means they're geared towards survival, right? And so someone tried to latch itself on to you and your cup, your wellspring, who really had nothing to pour into it, but could only take. Rats, they grab and run. They're not like Master Splinter. I don't know. I know in the city, I done seen some here and there. And, normally they ain't really trying to mess with you. Not for real, for real. They like, people, and they run the other way. Sometimes you get some gangster bold ones. The ones who got nothing else to lose, they starving to death, so they like, fuck it, I'm just going for it. Seen that too. So this era of you engaging or being on the same tier with these varmint, yes, varmint, because that's what rats are, varmint. Now you're being elevated. You see the flying, like the birds in the air, right? Come this way. You see the squirrel, right? People who are resourceful, people who have a higher perspective, people who are not bogged down, people who are free. That's what's the divine is leading you towards. But I also feel like you had to learn to recognize those energies, even within yourself. That's the shadow. And so birds of a feather, what? Right. And so if you were engaging or you were recognizing rat-like people, that means you had to do the inner work to recognize your own rat-like energy. It is what it is. None of us are perfect. And now that you've done that, you're being elevated. You're being led once again to those people who can pour into you and vice versa. People, who are more so in the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, practical, grounded, hardworking, if you will, comfortable, nurturing, all of those very beautiful and important energies. Someone, you know what I mean? It's so funny. Like people who are of your own royal elk, if you will. Look, 6 of Swords, there's the Ace of Cups. I told you, the divine is like, come on, this way. Leading you. It might have seemed a little slow at times, but you were up against real opposition. And because I feel like this period of spiritual warfare went on probably longer than anyone should have to deal with it, but it did, right? But some folks might even be refusing to see that truly those people had to go, that you were sacrificing yourself, your time, your energy, even your luck for individuals who did not have your best interest at heart. They had nothing to bring to the potluck, if you will. There was nothing there that was going to grow with you. And look at this, right? Look at this maturation. Look. Page of Pentacles. Queen is right here, right? And then who comes out? The Knight. Come on. You're going to have people who are going to go the distance with you. Real ride or die friendships and connections coming in. And those people who were bold enough to lie on you, slander you, to do things intentionally to break your heart, you've had to walk away from them, right? To do that healing, and it's taken a little bit of time. But now look, now look. Like attracts like. I love it. All right. Brand new cycle coming in. You just have to learn the lessons. I know, but I mean that it's between you and God. Now look, now look, see? But you had to love yourself. You had to develop your own uh personal worth. You know what I mean? You had to pour into you after you called back your energy and your power, and you confronted these low vibrational energies and people in your life, right? You had to go through the painful steps of accountability. You're in the reflection process, Six of Cups, right? And see how each one of those swords ended up there before you felt the way you felt. It's like each season you didn't indulge in your own growth, right? Because there's a little stag back there. And whereas your antlers could have grown and your power could have grown into, like, 12 points, 14 points, whatever, just super. You were holding yourself back, stagnating your own growth, and allowing these activities. But now look at you. You've learned the lesson of free will. You're seeing the bigger picture, no longer refusing to see. And I feel like that actually kind of worries people, stresses them out, because you're not reacting. Like I said, you're in a brand new cycle, like brand new. And I feel like that does surprise quite a few, because, like, of all the choices and directions you could have traveled into, healing is not the one they thought you were going to choose. They thought you were always going to be in this PTSD energy, Nine of Wands. All right. Let's see. I'm going to close this out by pulling a animal spirit card. Excuse me. And allow that to be your guidance for the day. Or however, whenever you find this. Oh, I like zebra. Zebra. And look how I'm not going to read those, but just mouse and shark. We just talking about rats, right? And I told you how predatory rats are, right? Like they can sniff out certain things. Right. Crocodile. Okay. Am I the only one who every time they see the word butterfly, they start singing that song? Come, my baby, come, my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Oh my God, I'm sorry. That shit's funny. Mm. Ah, I just saw zebra. Yo, stop that. Eccentric, creative, visionary, zebra. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well cultured, and have an undying curiosity about left, life. Wow. Okay. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens your mind. Be prepared, their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint. Pack your bags, baby. I know that's right. When in balance, worldly, enthusiastic, and fashion forward. When out of balance, jaded, pouty, and vain. To bring into balance an epic adventure in art. Bro, an epic adventure? Like my 10-year-old boy that lives inside of me, you know, the masculine part of my inner child, the word epic sends him. Like it just sends him. I don't know why, but it does. It's just, it sends him. Okay. Lizard. Instinctual. Sensitive to the subtle. The dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception, as if it has a sixth sense. The lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of the magical essence of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When out of balance, elusive, non-committal, and flaky. A creative project will bring this back into balance. See? It's time to reset. Now, I will say both of these cards resonate in big ways, right? I'm a part of the collective. But I feel very imbalanced because when I felt the energies that would be indicative of it being out of balance, I did those things instinctively. I was like, I don't know if I want to go, but I went and I had a ball, and I'm so glad I did. I don't feel like doing this. No, knock it out. Da 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 da. Like override, because it ain't nothing but some weird shit trying to, pull you out of balance, right? And it's so funny. It's like when I actually like the people, and so I couldn't. It was just me, and just like I look cuter than my motherfucker today. I really do. I was like, we gonna throw that shit on. Why not? And so again, both of them resonate. So I hope you're able to tap in to the beautiful zebra energy and the lizard energy. And I can honestly say, like, I have been feeling called back to my easel, back to my artistic pursuits. Like, I'm always doing something artsy, guys, whether jewelry, drawing, like whatever, it doesn't matter. Inking, like, I have hobbies, lots of hobbies that I love. But yeah, definitely been feeling the need to get back to the easel to create something new. But I really want a giant canvas. I do. I want to try something really out of my comfort zone in the artscape. And yeah, it's going to require a lot of paint. So, if y'all artists out there, you want to support a cause, looking for like literally like a 6 foot by 6 foot canvas. I'm trying to make the largest piece of art I've ever attempted to make. Yeah, I got some ideas. So, hey, this is what it is. I know y'all in the background. Y'all be wanting to know. There you go. That'll help. Just saying. All right, guys, go do something fun. Disconnect. Recharge your spiritual batteries. And have a great day. Love you, love you, love you. Bianca, make sure you send the email. I know you will, though. Bye.